Hello, my name is Eligia for Maya TV. Today I'm here with a very special guest, Ewart Chin, who is
Hello.
hello. It is he is an actor and a producer for things such as American Sparks, The Boss Man, and The Key to the West. So we're really happy to have you here. How are you?
I'm great. And yourself?
I'm well. I'm well.
Good.
So I did want to get to know a little bit about your background and where you're from in order to talk about your projects that are coming in the future.
Yeah, so I was born in Jamaica, the beautiful island of Jamaica. And I was there until I was 7 years old, and then I moved to Europe, and then I moved to Canada, and then I came to the US because it was so cold there. It was very cold. And I love the sun, especially because I'm born in a tropical place. So I love California.
That's actually a theme we've had with a lot of our artists, that they moved here solely for the weather, not because it's LA, not because of anything else.
Yeah, it's mainly for the weather.
It's just the weather, that's it. Of the artistry, that's
yeah, because
secondary.
I didn't even think about what LA offers, but I just say, oh, there's sun there. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so you moved to LA, right? The LA area.
Uh-huh.
Where does your interest in the arts come from?
So I'm actually a very famous Kung Fu master. I'm inducted in Hall of Fames around the world. I studied with the Shaolin monks, two famous Shaolin monks. One, my first teacher is, his name is Sifu Master Wan Su, and he's a Wudang monk, actually a Shaolin monk. And then my second teacher, which taught me Qigong, which is internal energy of the art, he's from Hubei, China, in Wudang Monastery.
Wow.
Yes, I studied with these guys.
Wow. So how old were you when you started?
I started very, very young, like 7 years old. Wow. They used to come to my house. So my grandfather is from Foshan, Guangdong province, China. And his friend, Master Wan, is a Shaolin monk. But they used to come to the house and play mahjong all the time. So what I did was, I keep trying to get him to teach me, because I was fascinated by Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and all those people back then. I used to watch a lot of the whole Kung Fu movies with Chen Quan Tai, Ma Fu Yi, and all those guys. They were like amazing. Wang Yu, the swordsman. So I was fascinated by that, so I wanted to get into the art. But I just realized after I checked, my grandfather from Foshan, and Foshan, by the way, is like almost the capital of Kung Fu for China. When they had, what's his name is, famous guy, I can't think of his name now, but anyways, he founded Hung Gar style. And that's what I studied, Hung Gar. And the art has been so good to me. Me personally, it's not just about the fighting or anything, it's more about the way of living. It's a full-on, like my whole life, the way I live my life, the way I interact with people, that's how it is. It's a lifestyle for me. Most people, they study, and it's just something that they put on the shelf, and when they want, they get back to it. But me, I live the way of the martial arts.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So from that, you said you watched a lot of films that portray martial arts?
Yes, when I was young, when I was very young.
So did that inspire you to become an actor as well?
No. I never even thought I wanted to be an actor. I never even think of becoming an actor. When I moved here, when I was in Toronto, I moved here and I met a lot of people here in the martial arts world because I identify with them. And then a lot of these people work in films. So every time they would do a project, they would call me and say, hey, let's go work on this project together, and that's how I got drawn in. I never came and say, oh, I want to be an actor or I want to be a producer. Never.
No, that's so interesting.
It was just by accident.
Yeah. It came from your martial arts.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the other way around. Like an actor would want to do something. It's like, I would have to learn this for that part.
Right.
But for you, it's opposite.
Oh yeah, I'm already very skilled in that, and I've even won awards for stunt coordinating and stuff.
That's amazing.
Internationally. So.
Yeah. Okay, so do you remember your first part where you got to do this? You got to showcase yourself in a film?
Yeah, I work on a film with Cynthia Rothrock and Don the Dragon Wilson, and we I did like more because of the martial arts. I did a fight scene where I was fighting with all these people in the movie, and it's called Ring of Fire. And I guess you can see it on Amazon or Netflix or one of those platforms. But that was one of my first films in way back then, you know.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so when you're doing these stunts, at the beginning, was there a stunt coordinator, or did you bring in your own to the table?
I can do it myself because of my background, but the film, I was only there to work as an actor, so that's what I did. You know.
So whatever it called for.
Yeah, at that time.
Yeah.
Now I do different things. I can, when I work on a film, I'm a producer, so I produce, and then I can put myself in the film as an actor, and then I also can do stunt coordinating if I need to. But usually they have all of these people already set in place to do that.
Do you enjoy when you get to, coordinate yourself, or do you like having less pressure of just going there and just
actually, I just stand back and observe, and if I have any comments, I'll mention it quietly, you know. But I like to have people wear their own hat, you know. I don't want to take their hat away from them, you know. So.
Okay, so is there a particular stunt that you found maybe that was very difficult, but that you've mastered now? Maybe you had to do it a couple times.
No, because for me, so let me go back. Stunt fighting is completely different from real fight, from the real martial arts fighting. But the real fighting helps you because basically you have to sell to the camera, right? You have to sell yourself to the camera. You have to know the angles. You have to know how to move the shots. Like if you're punching someone, you have to do wide angle shots instead of straight shots because the camera doesn't pick that up. You know, you have to do wide so the camera will see the whole movement and catch the whole movement, and that looks better on film. You know, so for me, I have the experience as a martial arts master, so that really helps me when I'm doing it.
I do want to talk about producing. So when did you start getting into that? Was it alongside your acting?
Well, it's long after. I've done a lot of TV shows. I've done a lot of movies. And so as later on in my career, I started getting into producing. I like to be behind the scenes, calling the shots and making things happen. You know, and I've done quite a few films that I've done and TV shows that I've produced.
Anyone that sticks out to you that you really enjoyed?
I produced a movie called Lockhart Unleash a Talisman. It's about the Illuminatis.
Wow.
We're actually in development. We're doing part 2. It's on Amazon. You can watch it. It's pretty amazing. And I don't know if you know anything about the Illuminatis, but those are the people that kind of run the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you find it, how did you get into producing yourself? Because I know you said you like to be hands-on as well.
Right.
Did you learn while on set?
Because I've worked on many projects, I'm very observant, so I always watch whatever the director is doing, whatever the producer is doing, whatever everybody on set is doing, and I absorb that. So I literally learn while I'm on set as an actor, you know. So, and then of course, you develop your talent as you go. So,
has there been a project where you maybe are the director, the producer, and are in it? Like, has there been one particular one where you wore all of the hats at once?
Well, not all of the hats, but most of it.
Yeah.
I've done projects where I did that. As a matter of fact, I did a short film, which is, I normally produce features, but a friend of mine, she's from Hungary, and she actually moved from Hungary to London, so she has a flat in London. But she came here, and we did a movie called 700 Plus. It's a short, right? And we finished that. We submitted it to festivals around the world, and we actually won 35 awards worldwide for that movie. It's pretty crazy, you know, to do that. And that was my first short that I ever did.
Well, that's incredible. So I kept you going to produce more and more.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I do want to talk to you about Senior Entourage because it's our own Lin Tang's production.
Yeah.
What was that like? And you played yourself, right?
Yes. It was a fun project because it was like working with family. Like we were like all family on it. You know, we worked together, we laughed together, we ate together, we did a lot of stuff on it, and it was a very good film. It's so sad that the star of the film is no longer with us, but he's such an amazing person. I had many laughs and conversations with him, and also the director of on Golden Pond was on the film as well, alongside him.
Yeah.
So that was great too, because I've seen on Golden Pond a long time ago, and then I met the director in person, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that particular cast is really incredible. We had
Yes.
Brian Connors here.
Yes.
You can probably see his interview here.
Yeah.
And he was one of our first guests, and
Yeah,
he talked
Brian-
about how much fun it was.
Yeah, Brian is amazing.
Yeah. You also worked with a lot of really cool people, right? Can you
yes,
tell us
yes.
some of the people you've worked with?
Man, Brad Pitt's ex-wife, Angelina Jolie.
We've heard of her, I think. Yeah.
I actually met her in person, by the way.
She must be so beautiful.
So her dad, I worked with him on a TV show. Yeah, John Voight.
Yeah.
And this guy is so cool. He's like amazing. Like we were on set, they had the whole team there. They were telling us, talking to the actors, just like, oh, don't talk to him, don't look at him, don't do anything. And he heard that. So when he heard that, he just came over to us. And we were there making jokes, cracking jokes, taking pictures for almost an hour on set. You know, because when he heard the PA telling us that, he took an offense to it, and then he just said, oh, okay, let me go over and talk to these people. He hugged me around my shoulder and said, let's get a picture together.
Oh.
So I did that. Matter of fact, I worked on another TV show called, let me think of the name, it's The Rookie. And the main actor, he's like, I thought you were going to ask me to take a picture with you. Come, let's take a picture. It's so funny.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, because I didn't want to, I don't want to be the guy on set that's going to try to, bother the main actor, So, but he came over to me and said that. So it was kind of cool. I've had dinner with Jackie Chan. I met Jackie Chan way back. And I used to watch him as a kid.
Yeah, I was going to say,
so I
was
met
it
him
your
in person.
inspiration?
And we actually had dinner in Beverly Hills and Planet Hollywood.
That's amazing.
On Wilshire when it was there. It's no longer there. And he was filming Rush Hour, the first one. And they asked me to work on it.
That's amazing.
And I had to refuse.
Oh, why?
Because I was working with Sony Pictures on another movie called Starship Troopers, which I'm on the poster of it,
That's
Yeah.
And
both became cult films, So even though I turned that one down, I was very happy because Starship Troopers is a cult film. It's with Casper Van Dien and Denise Richards, the main leads, and we had Paul Van Herven as the director. We shoot it at Sony Pictures on a big sound stage with a ginormous blue screen. So we dressed up in our uniform with the guns and everything and the helmets, and we were just running back and forth, and then everything else is digitized into the movie.
Wow.
But I did just recently work on Star Wars Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
I'm in the first episode.
Are you really?
Yes.
What did you end up doing
I
then?
played a senator from a different planet.
Oh, that's so incredible.
So I was in this round room, right, with cameras 360 degree above, 360 degree below, and they were projecting onto there's an inner wall that moves around the room. This was at Lucasfilm Studios in Hawthorne, right? And we were in the scene, shooting the scene, because they projected like ships going by, and buildings in space, and mountains and all that in the actual scene while we were doing the scene. So basically, all these senators come from different planets to this. I think they call it. I don't remember the name of the planet, but anyways, we came down to this planet and they hosted us. They had a big party for us in the scene.
Yeah.
So I was standing there talking to Princess Leia's mom, and Jimmy Smith was next to her because he played her husband. And then C-3PO, the skinny golden robot, he was serving us drinks in the scene. You must watch it.
Yeah,
It's
I
on-
think is it
it's on
first
Disney
season?
Plus. Yes.
Is it first season?
I'm in the first season.
I have seen
The
it.
first
Yeah, I just
episode.
didn't know you were. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look for me. I have an amazing costume on,
Yeah.
but you can see my face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a senator from another planet. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so
What's it like?
That's a
How's
big
that
accomplishment
Yeah.
too, because when you're a kid, Star Wars, oh my God, it's like the most amazing worldwide. Everybody knows Star Wars, right? And the fact that I get to work on it, you know.
Also, that show had like record numbers for the viewership. I remember when it came out.
Oh yeah,
because they released episode by episode. Right.
I mean, the first episode in the scene in the round room where they had all of this, and they had us. They filmed out in the desert as well, but my scene was in studio. Yeah.
What was that shoot like? Was it 1 day? Was it multiple days?
It was multiple days, but it was amazing.
Yeah.
Because the technology, like when I did Starship Troopers, the technology was just a blue screen, and we're doing the action in front of the blue screen with the director directing us. And also in that one, we did some caves as well. They built on Sunny, in the soundstage, they built like some foam caves we were running through. That's where all the bugs were attacking. But that was digitized in as well. And then one day we went out to Vasquez Rocks in the desert and filmed the outside scene. I don't know if you've seen the movie, but there's like, everybody loves that movie. Yeah. It's amazing.
Wow, so you've done a lot of sci-fi and action, right?
Yes.
So would you ever venture into something completely different? Like,
I have, actually.
Yeah?
I have. I played different roles I played the teacher on This Is Us. Yeah. I played a business owner on The Rookie. I played Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I played a prisoner. I mean, there's so many different roles I've played. I play a detective in one other project. Many roles. I can wear different hats.
Is there something you feel most comfortable doing? Is it when you have to do your martial arts in it, or are you open to everything?
I'm open to everything. You have to be on point and ready to go and get into whatever you're going to get into. You can't like focus on one thing. Yeah.
I do want to talk about this year, about your projects that are coming out this year. What are you focusing on right now, even though we're taking it little by,
So let me say, my director, producer, writer, actor, he does everything. He's like he's been in the business for like 40 years almost, right? We formed a production company. We have an office on West Hollywood on La Brea. That's where our office is. The company is called Bowfin Lane Entertainment. And we're just actually wrapping up a movie that we did that's called, it starred Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Joseph. Yeah. So Joseph is in this movie. He's the star of the movie. It's about electric cars, love story, drama, that kind of thing. It's we're literally doing the color correction. We just finished the color correction, and we're working on the sound to get it released. So it's in post still. But we haven't finished yet. Okay. That's going to be an amazing movie when it comes out. Yeah.
And is it for this year?
Yes. It's targeted for a younger audience, like from maybe about, I would say 18 to 40, maybe. Oh, wow, yeah. Younger audience. Yeah. That's the demographic of the audience that we're gearing this film for. But he's an upcoming star. Yeah. He just did Dancing with the Stars. And he's set for many big projects with many big actors. So he's making his mark.
I saw him one time in a music video.
Yeah, he's my good friend. He's my good friend. Yeah. He's actually training for, they have the thing in Columbus, Ohio with his dad. It's called Arnold Classics. And he's actually training for that right now. So he's now bulking up. Before he did the movie with us, we finished shooting just before the strike, and he's completely buff because he's training for that competition to be one of the weight guy.
He definitely has someone to look up to, right? Yes, to help him out with that.
Oh my gosh, he looks exactly like his dad when his dad was young doing that. Exactly.
That's incredible.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the other son, Patrick looks more like his mom. Joseph looked exactly like his dad.
Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so I wanted to ask you if you have any advice for someone that wants to, be an up-and-coming actor or producer, anything that you've learned that's really helped you along the way.
Well, the first thing I would say that whatever you're doing, you have to have a passion for it. If you don't have a passion for it, then you shouldn't be doing it, right? So once you have a passion for it, you can always accomplish it. You have to first hone your craft, learn, always be observant, be humble, and just go for it. Yeah. Like Nike says, Just do it.
Do it.
Exactly.
That's really great. Okay, so where can we find you or your projects? Like, do you have?
So
what can we look for? Like, you have that film coming out.
oh yes, I have and that's one film,
Okay.
and I have another project that we're developing right now. It's called Key to the West. It's about it's a cowboy musical based in the 1800s, and it's based on a true story when the Europeans came to America and they were moving from east to west on the gold rush back in the 1800s. So it's a period piece.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that now. You can see it on IMDb, but it's still in development.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another film that I'm going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I'm gearing this film to be an Oscar winner or an Oscar contender.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be big. We've been in talks with Connie Talbot, that was second in Britain's Got Talent. And she has she's going to write some of the songs for us. She's going to sing it. She was on American Idol recently. Mm-hmm. And the song that she wrote and sang with playing the piano, she got a standing ovation from everybody,
mm-hmm.
you know.
So really great people involved in this.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And she's probably the only one that we've kind of in talks with so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure when we get down to that stage, we'll get other talents to come on board. Yeah.
So you seem like you're really involved in this production aspect,
yes, I
right?
love that. I love to do that.
Do you want to venture still into acting around?
I do it because it's part of my passion, you know. Because I'm like I say, I never planned to do it, but once I start doing it, I get passionate about it. So I do love to be an actor. I do love to be in front of the camera and behind the camera.
Yeah. So I do, as our conclusion, you mentioned you had dinner with Jackie Chan, right?
Yes, I did.
I did want to ask you what's he like and what was that feeling of being a little boy?
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
You know, Jackie Chan is the funniest person you could ever meet in person. And he's so humble and laid back. He doesn't act like he's a big actor or whatever. He's famous worldwide, but he doesn't act that way. He's like the guy next door. He had his hand around me at my shoulder. He was giving me jokes nonstop. We laughed. From the time I got to the dinner till the time I left, I didn't stop laughing. My jaw was literally hurting. My eyes were running water. He's funny.
Yeah.
If you ever meet him in person, he's really, really funny. You know. And I remember we went to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science on Wilshire afterwards, right? He had a book signing there, right? And or actually he had a speech. He was being presented because I got the book from another event. I met up with him. So I brought the book because there were so many people I didn't get to sign it. So I brought this to this event, and because they were very protective, they didn't want the audience to interact with him. So I hold up the book and said I needed to sign this, and they were trying to prevent him from signing his own book. So he's like, no, I have to sign this book. It's my book, you know. So he eventually came over and he signed my book, one of his books that he published, and he wrote in there for me and everything. It was great. Yeah.
That was such a full circle moment, huh?
Yeah. But he's a really funny guy, and he's so likable as a person. I'm sure everybody loves him worldwide, but when you really meet him face to face, you have you're going to be admiring him because he's so nice and so funny and so humble, you know.
So down to earth.
Yes, very down to earth.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So just lastly, I want to make sure, any last pieces of, well, you did give us your advice, right?
Yes.
So is there like something you really want to do in the future, like a long-term goal? Like, is there something that you still haven't delved into? Because you've done writing, right?
I've not done writing.
Oh, so maybe writing.
I have not done writing,
yeah.
and I don't have the interest in writing.
Oh, really?
But I let the other people do that.
Yeah.
I love producing.
Yeah.
I like to put all the pieces together and make it happen.
Yeah, and be in it.
And that's what I like.
Oh,
you know,
that's really cool.
So I'm more focused on that.
Okay.
You know, I think what I expect for myself for the future. My production company is started recently, and we're right now working on the funding. I was like in Cannes in May. Actually, in Cannes, I was walking with Tom Hanks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, we've heard of him.
And Steve Carell. They were on the red carpet with me. I was standing next to Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, just recently, and I'm getting ready to go back to Cannes this coming May.
Mm-hmm.
It starts on the 12th of May till the 22nd. So I'm just gearing up to go again. Yeah.
Oh, maybe one day we'll see your film there too premiere.
Oh yeah, I had a film there
Yeah.
in 2017.
Oh, you did a couple years ago?
In 2017, I had a cowboy movie there. It's produced by Mark Wahlberg's producer. I was the only actor, except for the sales agent in Cannes for this film.
Oh, really?
And we had the biggest billboard on the Palais, right where the American Pavilion is.
Amazing.
That whole side was our billboard for the film.
Yeah.
The film is called, I wasn't an actor in it. I was only an actor in it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a producer or director or anything on it. And this film, it's called, it's a cowboy movie, Wild Bill Hickok. You can watch it on any platform. It's called Wild Bill Hickok. Yeah, it's with Chris Christopherson, Bruce Byrne, Trace Atkins, Luke Helmsworth. They were the main leads, and all big actors from way back. You know.
Do you feel like less pressure going when you don't have a film, or is it more exciting and do you like?
I don't care. I just go for the fun of it.
For the
As
vibes.
matter of fact, in May when I was there, we were all dressed up like everybody was dressed up completely to the T, and we were partying till 5 a.m. in the morning, jumping from parties to parties.
Among all these celebrities and all these other people with big names.
And this year, I can tell you, because of the COVID, right? This year it was way more packed.
Yeah.
Because I've been before, but this year, actually last year, because it's in May, there were so many people that came out for it. So everywhere it was just jam packed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah. So I think hopefully you get more projects in Cannes and get to go and also you said it's either way, but
I mean,
you get to meet people
we have
too.
a slate. So under my company that I started with my partner Michael Baumgarten, we have a slate of 12 films, and we're working on funding right now. You know, so once we get the funding in place, we're going to be producing a lot of these. Some of them are going to be in Cannes. We're going to submit to Cannes, and we'll have my own project in Cannes.
Yeah,
you know,
that's going to be really amazing.
Which actually is what I'm looking forward to do one of these projects and get it into Cannes Film Festival. Because as you know, Cannes Film Festival is the biggest one in the world.
It's huge.
I've been to Sundance in Utah. I've been to many festivals, but the biggest one is in Cannes.
That's incredible. And so we wish you the best of luck. Do
Thank
you
you.
have a website for your?
Oh yes. Well, I don't have a website up now because it's under construction.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be creating one for the new company.
Yeah.
But for now, if you want to find me, you can go to any of my. Just Google my name first. It's EWARTCHIN. If you Google that, it will have links to my Instagram, to all my interviews, there's a lot about me there. You can go to IMDb, or you can go to Facebook or whatever from Googling my name. But and of course you'll see a lot about me because I'm a famous martial arts master. So there's lots of articles on me on Google about martial arts.
Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. You can go to Getty Image. There's hundreds and hundreds of pictures of me with Getty Image.
Yeah.
From all over.
Well, we're not going to ask you to do anything today, right? We have rooms for the space, but we hope you guys check him out. And it's been such a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and to
Thank
really
you.
get to know you and your projects. And best of luck to your production company. And
Thank you.
We'll see you at Cannes, okay?
Yeah. And my new company, again, I'm going to repeat the name. It's Bowfin Lane Entertainment. And we're going to be like maybe Netflix at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible.
Yes.
All right, best of luck to you. And I'd
Thank
like
you.
to thank all our viewers and Maya TV for watching and enjoying this new program. And have a great day.
It's a pleasure to be here.